I think we've all tried bras that just don't feel right. Traditional bras usually have cup gaps and are stuffed with unnatural padding because industry standards were designed for a 36C. The fit is one of the most important things about the bra, but how often do we have to settle for something that just works? Bra shopping always seems like trying to make the best out of a worst case scenario. And I know many friends that are smaller chested and have pretty much given up on their hopes of finding something that feels 100% tailored to them. That's why I'm here to tell you guys about Pepper bras. Pepper bras are made by small chested women for small chested women. Pepper has over 12,000 five-star reviews. Women love Pepper, and for many of them, this is the first bra in their lifetime that actually fits them. And they have been featured in BuzzFeed, Oprah Daily, Glamour, CNN, NBC, and Pop Sugar. You can try Pepper risk-free with free U.S. shipping and returns on orders over $99. Get 20% off your first order when you go to wearpepper.com/display. That's WearPepper.com/display to get 20% off your first order. That's WearPepper.com/display. This episode of Melissa Gorga on Display is brought to you by Huggies Special Delivery Diapers.
Time after time.
Time after time. God, if you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Wow, you hear that? That's Melissa, not Kim singing.
That's for sure.
All right, everyone, we're back for part 2 of a very special episode down at the Jersey Shore. I am here with all my family, and because we had everyone down, including my famous mother, Donna Marco, and my sisters, Kim and Lysa, we figured we had to record an episode. And you know us, when we're together, we can talk and talk and talk. So we decided to split this episode up into a 2-parter because we just have so much shit to say, you know? And if you haven't heard part 1 yet, do yourself a favor and go check it out. It's hilarious. We tell you all about our family and just our life as sisters. And, you know, Donna Marco's here, so you know you want to listen because Donna Marco's here. Even though when 3 girls are here, she kind of takes the back seat and doesn't say as much. I will say that. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the Jersey Shore and from all the Gorgas,
without further ado, welcome to part 2.
I just said don't say the word back.
I said it.
Guys, you're not supposed to say the word back. Hello, can you guys all get this straight? Can we do this?
God.
All right, can we do it one more time? 1, 2, 3.
Without further ado,
welcome
to part 2.
Oh my God, you guys suck at this.
Why? That was perfect.
That's good. Just run with it. Come on, let's go. We're back.
Yeah, I have been called the baby since I was born. Like, I think it
Yes.
took up until like 25 when they stopped calling me the baby.
Yes.
And that's why let's go back to when you
No,
guys
we
were
don't.
crazy guy. No, they
Can we
thought I
talk
was,
about me again?
I'll tell you-
Like, wait a minute.
You're just admitting it
We
now.
did
so
ruin her
You
for you.
ruined her. I
know.
married this woman.
I admit it.
I would come home from work. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I come home. I'm exhausted. She's like, "What are you doing? Go outside and do this." I'm like, "What? Are you nuts?" And I would flip out. Like, there was things that you didn't know, honey, that you were a little crazy.
No, I wasn't.
It made me nuts.
Make
Yeah.
me a cup of tea, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So crazy. Make me a cup of tea.
No, but
it was
no,
all
mommy
crazy.
spoiled her and kind of wrecked her a little bit when then she passed her to you. And then you were like,
You really right.
you guys have babied her so bad and spoiled her. You used to tell us that all the
I'm one
time.
of the hardest workers in the room. Thank
Here's-
you very
What
much.
does that have to do with being spoiled?
No,
You can't be spoiled and a hard worker.
Yes,
Yes,
you can.
we're talking about
Yeah.
younger years. Younger years.
Here's what happens. I'm 17 years and married now, and I just gave up. I said, I'm dead anyway. I got it. So now I accept everything. I'm like, I'm fucked. Here it is. This is my life. So I accept it.
Mom, who, out of all of your children, who was the easiest one of
This
these
one.
girls to raise?
No, say my name.
No,
Wait,
Teresa.
Lilo. No, she was the easiest baby.
no, I said to raise.
Raise.
Let's talk.
Kimmy was the easiest to raise.
Thank you.
So Kimmy was the easiest
She
why?
didn't give me a minute
You
trouble.
ran away, remember?
Well, they didn't like my punk
shaved
rocker
your
boyfriend.
I had to hide you to go to a prom. You had a bad boyfriend, a bad marriage. You were a little bit of work,
Lisa.
but you were an excellent baby. Eat and sleep and play.
We don't care about babies. We want to know who is the most difficult to raise?
You.
Me?
Yes, you were definitely worse than me.
Thank you. This is
You're welcome.
We're not talking about
No, she's covering
Oh,
right
he
now.
talks so much.
You were.
Okay, I did have to go to Florida because you were climbing out of the window
Yes.
in the bedroom.
Sneaking
And
out the
Mommy was
windows.
having a heart attack. I'm like, all right, I'm on my way.
I did used to
couldn't
jump out of a
control her.
couple
I was
windows.
working.
Yeah.
What are you doing when you sleep?
All right, we're all just gonna. Joe, we're gonna need you to be quiet for 15
No
minutes.
wonder why I flipped out. Oh, Joe, you were a little too tough. No shit. I dealt with a girl that was jumping out of a fucking window.
Well, I believe
Why-
you must have jumped out of a window, too.
Hold on, Mother. Why did I jump out of a window? And did you catch me jump
Look at
out
my
of the
daughter
window?
back there. Listen,
Can
better
you
never-
I saw the window open because my bedroom was on that side. Your bedroom was on the other side. And I go in the room, the window's open, she's gone. There was like a staircase she could have got down.
Wait, so you caught me out of the house?
Yeah, you were with that girl.
Well, you don't remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
what she's
One or
talking
two
about?
friends,
She had
was
a
miserable in
crazy
Florida,
girlfriend.
and they would have like no rules.
I'm
They
ju-
just go out.
Yeah, so like I wasn't ever allowed to do anything. So if I wanted to go anywhere, I had to jump out of a window to actually go.
wouldn't let her go.
But I thought, I was the most difficult to raise, Mom. Really? Probably because I grew up the one that grew up without
I
a
was
father.
older, I didn't have the patience for you.
Older, you were 30 when you had me.
Oh my God!
In her mind, because she had
When she
them.
was done at 20, it was like,
I was
by
done
the
at
time she
20,
was
they were
30.
in school
She
all
had
day,
me.
took care of
I
them.
just want to tell everyone, my mother had me at the age of 30. So she wasn't older. To her, it's older because she had the other ones at
Just
18.
got out of nursing school, wanted to work, and you popped the belly.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, having kids at 30 is actually very normal. She's like, I was an older mother.
I know.
Not back then.
Well,
Not
back then,
then.
it was different back then. And she was dealing with a crazy husband that she
Yeah.
was chasing. She's an amazing
I had to
woman.
get in the car and find my husband.
So if Daddy was alive, we'd be doing an episode that says, "Where's Anthony?" Instead of dating with Donna, we'd be doing, "Where's
Such a stud.
Anthony?"
I'd love to be him.
He was
I
so
wanna be Joe.
charismatic.
Oh, he would have loved
Everywhere
you.
He
He
went,
would have.
Yeah.
he found somebody.
Yeah, my dad was a little
Chill,
bit.
anything. I don't know.
he
had
was
that
very-
personality.
He had a personality. He was very charming, I would say. He was
had
extremely.
charisma. Is that what they call it?
Charisma.
Wait, what'd you say?
He was charismatic.
Charisma.
Exactly like me.
There's a word for that. So he had great personality. He was very charming, I would say, and he was very handsome. My father.
Yeah.
And
All my
so,
girlfriends would go, your dad's so hot.
I know.
Oh my
It was
god.
weird.
That's
It was
what
That's
Antonia's
why I'm
girlfriends
looking
do.
for an ugly man.
Wow. And my mother just said, if you want to be happy, marry an ugly man. Because because it's it is sometimes hard when you have that
Yeah,
guy
it is.
that everywhere they go.
Everywhere we went, I don't know, something about him.
When you have
Women,
that guy that
everyone's
everywhere you
attracted
go,
to him.
everyone thinks is handsome and he's charming. Sometimes
When he was young, he was like,
look at he was built. Well,
He
Gino.
was like hot, she goes.
He was hot.
he had the best hands, the best
Oh,
neck.
the hands and neck. Here we go.
Oh my God, my mother's talking about my father's hands because
Oh, my
I think
goodness.
that's cute. She definitely misses him. He's definitely the love of your life until the day you die. Would you say that, Mom? Aw, she's just nodding her head.
Well,
She
he
still
was
gets
my
mad.
first love, and I didn't have many, but he was my first love.
He was her first love. I feel like there's just something special about a first love, though,
Look
right?
at my hands. You like my hands?
I love them, Joe. Oh my God.
Strong
I
hands,
got strong
Joe.
hands.
He has
all right?
curly hair too.
Joe is taking this very personal, this podcast extremely personal.
Always does. Yeah.
Yes, he always does. He just, don't take, honey, I
Let's
love
talk
you, doll.
about his show then. How
No,
great he
it was great. We just went to a comedy show for Joe. He was actually
I was so proud of you. As somebody who does something on stage
Yeah.
a lot,
Alone,
I was
alone.
so
You got
proud
to
of
carry
you.
the audience alone. Who could do that?
It was great, Joe.
yeah, that would freak me out. I
And
always
keep
No,
their
you were so
interest.
funny.
You were
Like
on.
my cheeks were hurting me. I'm not just
Yeah.
We
blowing
laughed.
smoke up your ass. My cheeks
We
were hurting me.
laughed.
Me too.
Yeah.
Besides for the fact that every story you said
It's true.
was true, so it was so relatable. I mean, I don't know how your audience knows how much of it is real, but like,
laughing. The girl next to me.
Yeah, he has a whole
But, like,
show off my expense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
yeah, it was a lot of it was about you, but all of it was true.
He told true crazy stories
did.
of things in our lives, and you tell a lot of sex stories, which is
No,
annoying.
he didn't. Not many.
Not too
He
much.
was
No,
good.
it's not about that.
No, it
It's
was-
about relationships and life and
Yeah.
children. And
But
And
my life.
mermaids.
But when it from the minute
Mermaids,
the
baby.
mermaids was funny,
Mermaids are
but
the
from the
best.
minute it started, it was the way that you presented it that way. Like so,
That's
to me, I feel like you should name it like a day in the life of Joe Gorga because it started at like 5:30 in the morning. You dropped the screen and it showed how crazy like that, like watching you throughout your day and forgetting that your guy needs gas and he's stuck on the side of the road and you're at Home Depot 5 times in one day and all, you know.
And everybody trying to take pictures
Yeah,
of you
like,
at Home
and-
Depot
yeah.
while you're trying to get out of there for
And
work.
all the guys pretending they don't watch the show, but they can tell you every episode. And,
So
you know,
true.
That was good.
But the way that you started it out and presented it that way, like it was great. I was so impressed. It was really good.
That's your first show, right?
That was
Yeah,
my
it
first
great.
show.
Really great.
It was really good. It was.
I
real
want to touch
good.
us. Thank you. I love you guys. See, that's a great family. Supported me. Thank you. And
It was very good.
And you would be honest if it wasn't.
No,
right?
we would.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like my
'Cause if I
Not,
wasn't-
not on this podcast, but
No,
yeah, we
you-
would
no,
have.
you- But
my family has always supported you. Would you say that? They've
of
always
course.
been so
You
great
guys
with
have
you.
been my biggest supporters, and that's what I say about this family. That's what's
That's
what
why they're
family's
together.
about. You know, there's nothing else. I mean, really, when I see you, it's like a breath of fresh air. I get so happy. I really do. It's like,
Well,
Yeah.
I say
Yeah.
thank you to you guys for being a family because sometimes he
doesn't
he
have
envies
one.
you guys and he always wants I feel like you envy the
Take
way
it
that
from
we.
me.
that
Yeah.
we-
Couldn't
Take it from
imagine
me,
it
'cause-
any other way, though. Could any of you imagine it any other way than the way it is?
No,
would
it's hard
kill
to
my
imagine.
kids if
It's
they
It's
grew
hard
up.
to imagine.
It is
not
until
being
you
like
see
this.
it in real
That's
life,
right.
and then
Right.
you're like, wow, and you can't figure out how it got there, why it's there, and why we can't just get out of it in like 3 seconds, which is very confusing and very hard. And it's like something that obviously we struggle with on national TV a lot of the time. But when a family does get into a rut, and I know there's families out there like this, and we're not saying like we're the best, but there's definitely families out there that get into a rut. It's like, how the hell do you get out of it? Like, how do you get out? And like, I feel like people get very stuck, and
I'll tell you how you get out.
oh, you know the answer because you can't get you can't.
You're the one
You
that's
can't
stuck.
get your own.
You're the one that's stuck.
No, you guys are laughing at this, but no, really, I got out of it. I got completely out of it because I forgot of everything that happened with my life with my sister and all
Yeah.
that. And I really did. I let it go because, especially when my parents passed away,
Yeah.
and it was right before. It was when my mom passed away. Then my father was alive for 2 years, right? So we forgot everything. There was no.
Yeah, for
there-
2 years we had a
we were
really
great.
nice
It was nice.
combination. For the
I
family.
forgot. If you tell me what happened in our family, I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Then what happened? What rehashed everything was the reunion again with the wedding thing, and it's like, and I begged not for that to happen.
Yeah.
And this is where we are at, and it sucks. And it's like, so how you fix it in families? You just got to forget and move forward and love. But then somebody brings you back, and now you're there again.
It's like
So
that
it's
thing.
sad.
There's definitely family members probably sometimes that you maybe don't want to invite to certain things, but you just do it to keep the peace, right? Like certain
Yeah.
things, it's like
Obligations.
sometimes we have cousins dinner, and there might be a cousin or two we don't want to invite, but we invite the other cousin because it's like you can't do it without inviting them. And we're not talking about anyone specific out there.
I was going to say a bad example is
Like,
cousins
for-
dinner.
for
Everyone
a
at
good
cousins
example,
dinner is
and this is my
wanted.
advice to you from my family to your family because and if you guys do envy, which I know a lot of you do, and you talk to me all the time about my family and how you love how we and you know we are a group of girls, which probably helps it also.
Yes.
But we are like for instance tonight we are all on a group. We're on quarantine cousins. Well, actually, we just changed the name of our group.
I hate
chat.
that name now.
No, we're
I
gonna
don't
change
like
it
the
back.
new name.
We're
yeah,
gonna change it
so
back.
we have like a quarantine cousins group chat, and like we all
2
went in
years
on
ago,
it.
we started it.
Yeah, during the quarantine.
Yeah.
I'm not
And-
on it. Is it because I'm not?
No,
the
it's
host?
Because you're not going to
You're not in the blood. You have to have the blood.
This family,
The girls and Nikki.
this family sucks.
Even Antonia's on it
Everybody
now.
has the
Yeah,
blood.
even Antonia is on it. Sometimes we forget that little
Yeah.
Antonia is on it, and we say inappropriate things, and then
Yeah.
we're like, oh,
like, oh,
shit.
shit.
What do you say?
Antonia's on there. I'll send the picture of the hottest guy I ever saw, and I'll be like, he's so.
Send him
I do. I'll screenshot him
You
off
do.
Instagram, and then I'll be like, look at this man. And Antonia will be like, really, Mom? I'm like, oh, shit. I forgot you're on this.
Was it Jamie Doran?
She does do that.
She did it like once.
One time, and Antonia's reply was, ew.
Half of Antonia's replies are
Ew. There's like 12 people
I've seen
in the
your
group
text
text.
messages with Bobby and Chris.
I'm
the
so
ass
glad.
shots. And the
I am so glad I know this now because I've been getting ripped for the past 18 years. I love it.
Dewy summer skin isn't just for your face. With the right products, you can get a full body glow. Osea skincare and body care products help you get your skin ready for every summer look. Guys, if you've never tried seaweed-infused body oil, you have to give it a shot. It leaves your skin feeling healthy, smooth, nourished, and glowing. Osea's products are the perfect addition to your body care lineup for summer because, we all want that amazing, vibrant skin. Experience radiant summer skin with Osea's Undaria Algae Body Oil. It's a rich, never greasy, luxurious body oil that's fragrant with sunny citrus and notes of sweet passion fruit. And you can try Undaria Algae Body Oil in Osea's Total Body Glow Trio Kit. The kit includes body oil, moisturizing body scrub, and a plant-based body brush. And like all of Osea's products, the Total Body Glow Trio is clean, safe, responsibly sourced, vegan, cruelty-free, and powered by the sea. Find your new skincare and body care favorites at OseaMalibu.com and get a special discount just for our listeners. Get 10% off your first order site-wide with promo code Melissa. You'll get free samples with every order, and orders over $50 get free shipping. You're going to want it all. Trust me. Go to OSEAMalibu.com, promo code Melissa. No one likes waiting on a paycheck, especially when you've got bills due. Good thing there's Chime. Now you can get your paycheck up to 2 days earlier with direct deposit. That's up to 2 more days to save, pay bills, and generally just feel good about your money situation. Trust me, as a mom who runs a business and looks after her family, there's nothing better than getting the money you earned early. But Chime is more than just about getting paid early. It's also an award-winning mobile app, checking account, debit card, and optional savings account. So what are you waiting for? Hopefully not your paycheck. Get started with Chime today. Applying for a free account takes less than 2 minutes. Get started at chime.com/Melissa. That's chime.com/Melissa. Banking services and debit card provided by Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on the payer. Antonia, come say hi to everyone real quickly. We have Antonia who just walked in the room. Everyone loves when you say hi on the podcast. Say hi, everyone.
Hi.
Tell everyone, Tonia, give us a little talk for a second about how amazing your grandmother and your aunt. Just say, tell everyone that you love to be here at the Shorehouse and that you just are so lucky to be born into this family.
Look at her.
She's done. She already walked away. And she's
She
like,
is.
ew.
Can you believe that I have
too
shy
shy.
children?
I don't know all three
She
of
wasn't.
them.
She literally
videos
just
we have
said
of
hi
her.
and got up and walked away. She's
Where
like,
did they
and that's
come
that.
from? They're all shy.
They're
Baby wasn't, but Gino.
Joey
made him
Gorga,
shy.
my youngest, is not shy. He would sit here and talk all day if I
Yeah,
would
but
allow
Gino
him.
made him shy because he
We got to talk about the comedy show, about the
No.
lie detector test.
Yes.
No,
Oh,
my
go
God,
ahead.
we talked about that.
No,
right?
we did
Which
not.
one?
No, we didn't.
We talked about the lie detector test, right?
All right,
It was
so on the
Melissa-
skit of the comedy show you're talking about?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
listen, because what happened was I had this one skit, right? And I knew my mother-in-law was coming and Lysa was coming and Kimmy was coming, right? But I had this one skit that she told me to take it out of your
act.
comedy, my act. Melissa was like, take it out, don't you dare say that. I'm like, all
Which
right.
skit is this?
Well, you know what it is. I mean, I don't even want to say it.
Oh, don't even say the word.
I'll divorce you.
I literally, there's this one little skit he does, this little like
And you know what?
3-minute segment.
All right, go ahead.
And I said to him, if you ever say that again, I will divorce you.
She's serious about it. She's
And
like,
then he said it
I
again.
will.
And
I'll
you know
tell
what I was
why.
worried
Hold
about?
on. Shh.
Wait,
Sip
go
it.
ahead.
I'll tell you why.
Let's go. What's
It's
the
because
test?
it's something about my child. Just
Yeah.
and we're not going to say what, but it's something about my child. And I said, if you tell that story again, I will divorce you. Yes, I did.
And the
say
one and I was worried about when she said I'll divorce you. She was serious. I'm like, shit, I'm going to lose all my money.
Just half.
Because the good thing is I get a nice new young woman like that. She's energy. Yeah, it's like a new car, like brand new.
Like a new car.
You know when you get a new car, it smells nice. The leather's all nice. It's new.
Yeah,
Like
crack.
you can try anything you want. You'll be missing this guy. So so she forbidded me. Don't you talk about that story. And by the way, there was 3 teachers that came in the back room, and they were friends of my manager, and they're teachers.
Yeah.
2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. And I said,
Did you tell the story?
I did not tell the story.
you're lucky.
I told them the situation. I said, I gotta, give me 5 minutes. They wanted to say hi, take pictures. I said, but I gotta just let me think about what I'm gonna do because I'm adding something in tonight, and I've never done it before. And I told them a little bit about it. I didn't tell them the story, and they're like, "What's the big deal? These are teachers." And she's like, "You have no idea." Well, because today there's phones and they see it all, but the teacher's like, "No big deal." So I can't talk about it because I get divorced.
Well, as soon as this podcast is over, I want to know what that is about.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you. So it was great. You would have loved it. But so one time I'm on a construction site.
Wait, we told this story already. You're just going to retell the lie detector?
Because my mom was they're here.
They know it already. You just
They really
know.
I want to get their opinion on it because they're here and I like to look at them when I'm saying it. I want to look at Lisa's face.
Again, guys,
and
you
I
go
wanna
back
look
to
at-
episode 1 to hear the lie detector story. But now we're just going to give you some other point of views if you already heard it, because I get more people DM me about this lie detector podcast, which is the first podcast.
Who
Okay,
does that?
so
Makes
different
it
point of
like
views. When this did happen, it went down, and I actually heard. I thought I heard Joe having something happen. My daughter's in the room, so we're not going to say what we
Cares?
thought.
She's
we
old
heard.
enough, Maddie.
No,
They
she
go on her
is
phone. They listen to
not.
everything. They know more than you know.
Oh
She's
my
heard
God!
it.
I thought I overheard Joe, listen to episode 1 there, and then I went and called my mother and my 2 sisters, crying and screaming on my knees, like, "Get him out of this house! Listen what he did to me!" And what were your reactions, guys? All
right, so hold on. Let me just real quick. So I was on a construction site. She's like, I heard her. Yeah, she's FaceTime me. She called me as
And he
these.
did not answer the FaceTime.
Well, my hands are dirty because I'm working, right? I answered within seconds later. I picked up the phone. I had to wipe my hands because I was working. They pick up my phone and she goes, "What are you doing? Are you having sex in your truck?" I go, "What?" Like this crazy thing just came in her mind. And she's like, I go, "You're nuts?" She goes, "I heard her. I go, "You heard who? You sicko." And she's like, "I heard her." So bottom line is, I hang up because I'm like, shut up. And I hung up because I went back to work. It was early in the morning. I was probably done 45 minutes later. I drive home.
Doing what?
Yeah, done doing what?
Doing who? Who were you doing?
Now, mind you, my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, Lysa, not Kimmy.
She must have been working.
No, Kimmy, no. Kimmy loves me the best. Not knowing, I was home for 45 minutes.
Right.
They live an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
I came home 45 minutes later, and guess who's at the house? My mother-in-law, Lysa. Who
They live 45
hold on.
minutes away. They live an hour and a half away.
That's-
They live in Tom's River.
I was 45 minutes away. I got home in 45 minutes. They were there before me. I don't know how they did it.
Somehow.
I don't know. Somehow they were there before me. She calls me up and says I was cheating on her in the car. I come home.
My whole family came driving up because I was literally shaking and crying and...
The whole way that me and Mommy were driving on the parkway, mind you, like 90 miles an hour, we were like, that mother effer, that son. When I get my hands on him, I'm gonna kill him. What's wrong with him? He's ruining everything. He's gonna ruin everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me.
I was so.
Tell me more. I want to hear.
That was Mom Phil. That was in Mom.
Right.
And
Tell
then
me what.
Mommy-
I want to hear what you guys.
And
are
then
saying.
Mommy
So, Mom, what were
basically.
you thinking in your
I'll
head?
take the kids. He'll never see him again.
But you know what? She was
really,
a
he's
little
your
bit
favorite
more.
person.
She was
Always
right. That's what I'm going to tell you.
defends him.
She was a little bit more skeptical than I was because she
Yeah.
was kind of like. I don't think that's not what happened. I think that she's got the story wrong. Let's go figure out what's going on. I'm like, Ma, she called. She was hysterical, crying. She's like, I don't know what to do.
heard her.
Yeah. You insisted that you heard this girl's voice, and you insisted that you heard her
him
talking.
say specific
His
things
voice.
back to her.
She didn't hear it.
Right.
She thought.
It
Well,
was quite a day.
And I was like, no way.
First
Lisa's
time
like,
I ever
uh-uh.
took
She
a
said she
Xanax
heard
in
it.
my life. I
It's a
literally.
drama.
So I get.
My mother walks in the door.
what happens,
And
yeah.
she literally pops a Xanax in my mouth. Literally, she's like, here, because my mother's the queen of thinking that like she'll give you 5 Advil if you have a headache.
Yeah.
So if you have a headache, my mother will literally hand you 5
Yes.
Advil. Take them now. Trust me.
Trust
Take
me.
them all.
Yes.
They're like,
She's
"You're
a
gonna
walking
lose-"
pharmacist.
They're like, you're gonna lose the most amazing thing that ever happened to you.
Here we go.
So anyway, they come in. They literally love Joe. You can literally hear how much they love Joe. They literally growl. They pretty much growl at him when he walks in the door, and they look at him like, "How could you?"
I'll explain how they looked at me. Like my mother-in-law. She goes, "I birthed you." That's how much she loves me. Right, Lysa too. Right.
Yeah.
I walked in. They were like, "You piece of shit, you bastard! How dare you?" I go, "What? I didn't do anything. I was working. Are you guys
Weren't we in
crazy?"
the garage waiting for him to walk
We were in the garage.
They were waiting for me, and it was like they wanted to kill me. If they could have killed me, if it was allowed to kill somebody, it would have killed me. So I walked in. I'm like, "Oh, you guys are nuts!" No, and I walked. I think I left. Right? Did I leave?
Basically, he left, and I said, "The next time you see me, we will be meeting to get a lie detector."
No, yeah.
Yes, basically that's what happened.
She called
But the funny part about this is my mother did pop the Xanax down my throat, and it calmed me down weirdly.
You guys in between figure out what made you guys, because this was like a 3-day process. What made you guys? Who decided to call the lie detector test? Like,
Me.
who said-
Melissa.
Do you think I would ever think of that?
I would in a heartbeat, and I'll do it again tomorrow. Try me.
That is. I mean, think
in my
about that. Who does that?
Who does it? You know who takes lie
Did you
detector?
pay off that lie detector woman?
Oh, that
was
She
the
did.
other thing.
Wait,
He's
did you
like,
know
"I'll
that?
pay her first."
her off.
Did you know that you're never early, and that you're never early. You're never the first one to arrive, Joe Gorga.
Never.
So she got there. And you were
you were
already
there.
there. So after you passed your lie detector test,
Even after
she
you-
called me and she goes, "Fine, he passed it, but I'm sure he gave her money. He paid her
paid
off.
her
He
off.
was there
Yeah,
before
I know
me."
he paid her off.
That's what you
Because
said.
what are the odds that Joe goes?
You're like,
somewhere
Joe's
before me?
never early, so he went
Like, so maybe
early
he
to
was
get
a
in touch
nervous
with the girl.
wreck And he
Yeah.
wanted to get it over with.
So
Yeah.
tell us now, did you pay off the girl?
I absolutely did.
I
No,
think he did.
no, I was right in town. She booked where I was building the houses. I booked it right there in Montclair. I'm like, okay. Happened to be a little earlier. It was a devastating time in my life. I'm still scarred by that.
I
It
know.
was
Sad.
very
It
devastating.
was sad that I had to get strapped. It was so sad
And
that
you took it.
I know, right?
So
I
listen,
would have said freak.
I took it because I like to look at everybody and prove it to her face that it was. No, really,
That was
a
a
horrible
crazy
situation.
time.
That was-
Remember that?
And
It
you know
was
what?
crazy.
You know what the lady said when I walked in? She's like, "I only do this to murderers and rapists."
No,
Yeah.
don't listen to him, guys. He's so
Oh
dramatic.
my God.
He's
Never
so
had
dramatic.
anybody, did you cheat
Yeah.
in your truck with your phone on?
FaceTime on FaceTime.
Who does that?
I know, Joe. You get a little crazy once in a while. I wonder why.
It's been a while since I had a newborn of my own, but I remember it like it was yesterday. So much changes when you're a new mom. It's exciting and exhausting. And something that is super important is picking the right products for your newborn. Huggies special delivery diapers are their softest diapers yet, made with responsibly sourced 20% plant-based materials by weight. They're fragrance-free, they're clinically proven hypoallergenic, and they're dermatologist tested. You can feel so good about these diapers protecting your baby's gentle skin. I'll never forget having Antonia, and when she was born, I was so confused. I was so stressed out, and all I wanted was the best. I always used Huggies. They fit her the best. They seemed to be the most comfortable, and they were leak proof. Be confident in your brand new baby's skin health with Huggies special delivery diapers. Huggies, we got you, baby. Learn more at Huggies.com. Now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. How well would you take care of your car if you had to keep the same one your entire life? That's how our brains work. So why don't we treat them that way? How we care for our minds affects how we experience life. So it's important to invest time and care into keeping them healthy. There are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, learning a new language, exercise, or just taking a power nap. And there's also BetterHelp online therapy. You know me, I believe mental health is just as important as physical health. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat therapy sessions. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. You can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Our listeners, they get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Gorga. That's betterhelp.com/Gorga. Well, anyway, I want to bring it back to the family for a second and just wrap it up a little bit here because I really want to see, because I want to go to each one of you guys and I want to ask you guys to give people, so we should be happy that we have this awesome family that we have so much fun with, but give a little advice. I want to hear your advice, your true advice for any families out there that are struggling and they want to have fun like we do and they want to be close with their cousins and stuff. So give advice on like, what do you think people can do? Like, what do we do that's so special that keeps us so tight and having fun together, making memories together?
Forget
Like
the small stuff. That's it. Your family, who cares about the small stuff? It doesn't matter. You have a little this, a little that. We never have anything big to fight about. I mean, and if you did,
I think we're all just naturally very fun as well. Like we just
And
have like a
easy.
fun life. Like we're life people. Does that make sense? Like we
Yeah,
all
but
your life.
I think that we very much on purpose, however you say that, we very much on purpose go out of our way. That's why you're saying we have a group family chat. Think about this. We have a group family text message that's been constantly running at least on the daily for 2 years straight. So there's a lot of communication and we go out of our way to make sure that we organize things so that we're always together. So it's not that much time goes by in between when we're all together as a unit, and we always are doing cousins dinners and stuff like that. So I think that people, when they see us, and they ask me that too, they're like, you guys are so close, I wish my family was like that. Well, my advice to you is then take the step, start calling your family more, make the plans, make the initiative to call everybody in your family or who you want to be closer to, call your cousins and say, what are you doing Saturday night? I'm going to make a resi. Are you available? And just, be in charge of doing that. And that's the way that you're going to stay close, is if you spend time together.
Facts. Kimmy, what do you think?
I think it's a combination of both the things that Mommy and Lysa said, actually. So Mommy said, forget the small stuff. And I think that is huge. Key. Because, if you pick and bitch and moan about every little thing that someone says or someone does, or that you don't like what they say or you don't like what they do. Like, everybody's different. Yes, we're all family. Yes, we're all similar, but that doesn't mean we're all the same. So there are things that you would do or she would do or I would do that wouldn't be the same thing that the other ones would do, or act a certain way or say a certain thing. But you don't think about that. You don't dwell on that kind of crap.
I have a perfect example of something that just happened in our family, actually. We all just were at Joe's comedy show, right? The three of you were there, and a couple of my other cousins were there. My one cousin, Tara, was very annoyed because she was like, why were you guys all in my town and nobody called me to come, and like, you guys are messed up, like, why? And I said, oh my God, it was so last minute. We didn't even know. I was like, I just showed up. And she's like, well, you were all in my town and nobody called me. And you could tell she was actually very annoyed. Oh, really? But then she texted me within 2 hours. She's like, so what should I wear tonight? This or that? Like, so it's like, she got it out that she was like annoyed. She's like, you guys didn't even think of me. You're in my town. But then within 2 hours, she's like, so let's do dinner Saturday. And what, like, you have to just let it go sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to let your family.
Be mad forever over the stupid shit. Is not worth it.
You have to let your family members make mistakes. If they're like real honest mistakes, like, you have to let them make a mistake. Sometimes it's okay.
Because no one's really intentionally trying to upset you or hurt your feelings. You know what I mean?
What about you the other day? You walked in the house and it was just recently your birthday, and Antonia, who's your godchild, didn't call you or text you, which is partly, and I told her it was your birthday, but she's older now. It's partly my fault, I guess, too. But it's not like you held a grudge on her and you were just like, don't you ever not call me on my birthday again. But it's not like, oh shit, this is gonna, like, we're gonna have a big problem here.
No, it's true.
The Italians would have pushed it on the parent And that's
Well,
where
I
we're
just
friends.
said that while she was talking. I go, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Because she's still young. And I do that with my kids. Like when it's someone's birthday still. I
Mommy
need to
still
stop.
texts me,
Right.
it's Andy Cohen's birthday.
Yeah.
Mommy says.
Yeah.
My mother will text
Joe,
me.
It's Margaret's birthday.
Yes. She'll be like, it's Jorinda's cousin's birthday.
It's
Yeah.
Uncle Johnny's birthday.
Yeah.
You just
She
said
does.
Right, it's on the mother or whatever.
Well, it is, but
Yeah,
my mom's
because the
so busy.
right.
But
Because I'm so busy, she said.
But the
No
difference is
excuses.
with this family is that you guys don't hold a grudge. It's no big deal. You're like, all right, listen, and you know how busy we are.
Yeah.
and-
Well, you heard me say that to her that day.
It was great.
I told
so
her.
the key, what mommy said was, don't sweat the little stuff.
Yeah.
Because even in a marriage, if I sweated every little thing that she said,
Oof.
or I said,
cares?
no, we would be fighting all the time.
Yeah.
When you're younger, you fight on little things.
Yeah.
As you get older, now we're 17 years in, you're like, she'll say things to me, and I'm like, in one ear and out the other. I just ignore it now.
Yeah.
You learn through
Yeah.
the years.
That's right.
And it's the same thing with family. So that's the most important key right there.
Yeah.
Mom.
All right,
And
well, listen.
Amelia, kiss Amelia, and everything's better.
Okay, we're going to do a quick little thing, a little wrap up here. Mom, you've played this game before, but I'm going to do it with Kimmy and Lysa now. You can take turns and each answer the question, okay? I do this with all of my guests, so I'm so excited that my sissies get to do it with me. It's called Grilled with Gorga, okay? We're going to do a little shortened version of it right now. And rapid fire questions, just answer them, okay?
Okay.
Lysa, your first celebrity crush.
Scott Baio.
Oh, I know him. Kimmy.
Chachi.
Rob Lowe.
Oh, I think they're both hot.
Yeah.
And they're Joe, we're done with you for the day. Thank you.
Joe, you're dismissed. No. Everybody
Okay.
loved Chachi.
Lysa, your favorite 80s song.
Cyndi Lauper.
Oh,
Time After Time.
time after time. God, if you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Wow, you hear that? That's Melissa, not Kim singing.
That's for sure.
Kimmy, favorite 80s.
Favorite 80s song. I got to be honest, to this day, I'm not a huge 80s music fan.
What?
Yeah.
I know she is.
Who says
I've
that?
never ever been like
don't know
a
anyone that
huge.
says that.
I know. It's just the way it is. I mean, of course, I listened to all that stuff growing up, but I never really loved it.
Okay, so what's your favorite 80s song? You have to have something.
I don't really have one. I mean, I loved everything Michael Jackson at the time. Madonna was hot, you know.
Yeah, I just
I'm a
watched
music
Madonna
lover.
kiss a girl on Instagram. I was just on Instagram 5 minutes ago. How old is
Was
Madonna?
it a recent Madonna thing? She's
Recently, she was
60.
just on stage.
She's 60, I think.
Making out with someone on stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's more than 60 if I'm 53.
Yeah,
Is she?
she's still got the spunk. I cannot.
I'm a little over that at this
Okay,
point for
Lysa,
her.
what is your biggest regret in life?
Oh my goodness. My biggest regret in life. Wow.
These are hard rapid fire questions.
They're hard?
Yeah, this is
Why? You have to have a
hard.
regret. You should say, like,
I
that time I
do?
didn't take that job, that I could have been somebody.
Okay. Well, that's not true. So let me think.
Somebody.
My biggest regret in my life.
Do you have any regrets?
I mean, maybe not.
Marrying your first husband?
No, because I got my children, so I can't say that because then I wouldn't have my kids. But my biggest regret in my life, I mean, I don't know. I don't really think I have a biggest regret in my
Kim,
life.
do
I
you have
can't
a
think of
regret?
anything.
I don't really think I could say I have a regret either. I mean, I feel like everything that happens in your life is a lesson for you to learn and grow from. So it's kind of hard to have like a regret. Sometimes I wish I had another baby. Sometimes. But that's really...
Because you're the only one that has two. We
I
all
have
have
two,
three.
yeah. And I wish Lexi had a sister.
Well, Lee, do you know the
but-
best decision you ever made? Like, is there a decision that you made that you were like, thank God I did that?
Marrying Scott Simpson.
Oh, God, we know.
That's a good one.
It's true.
Kimmy, anything that you've ever done that you said, I'm so happy I did it? That was my best decision I've ever made.
I mean, really, I would have to say the same thing.
Oh, these are amazing.
Wait a minute. You married Scott Simpson too?
No, really, marrying my husband, like, was, you know, we're married, going to be married this summer, 32 years.
Yeah,
It's a
Kimmy
long
has been with
time.
her husband since she's 18.
18, barely 18, yeah.
18 years
18.
old, yeah. My sisters look young, too. That's because my mom looks young, and that's because I look young. What is your pet peeve, Lisa? Like, what can't you stand? What's your
I
pet
can't
peeve?
stand people that drive slow. That's my pet peeve.
She's got a lot of
When
choice words for that.
let me tell you. So maybe I am a little bit of a Gemini. When I drive, I am Maria. I don't know what comes over me. I don't know who I am.
Lisa orders Starbucks and
Yeah.
tells them her name is Maria.
Yes, all my Starbucks coffees say Maria. One time, a girl said to me, "Maria, aren't you Melissa Gorga's sister, Lisa?" She said that to me, and I said, "Well, that's my middle name. I just use my middle name at Starbucks.
Unbelievable.
I just lied to her.
Kim's
My biggest pet peeve, cheap people.
Cheap.
Ugh.
Mommy said the same thing.
I cannot stand it. Don't go to dinner with me and then look at the bill and go, well, I ordered this, this, and this. Like,
Oh, that's the worst.
don't tell me you have to tip 20% your bill. No, we don't tip 20%. We tip 30%. Like, get over it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, worst date. Lisa, this is going to be hard for you. Do you remember your worst date you ever had? Because you have been married for your whole life.
I
feel like.
know. I've been married since what? 23.
Did you ever have a date? I mean, I feel like we didn't date much because you got
No.
married at like
I
20.
literally got married to my first husband when I was 23.
Right.
So who could remember a date? Like I was at the surf club. The last thing I remember before getting married.
And Kim,
Temptations and the surf club.
and
Yeah.
Kim, you're definitely not going to remember.
No,
your
I
date.
had no dating.
All right, well, let me ask you guys this because I always end with this question. If the day was all about you, Lisa, and it was just a day for you to treat yourself, what would your day entail? Like, what would you do to be like the best day ever?
The best day ever. So I guess it would be some kind of spa day, obviously, you know, like some
Just to
self-care, me time. But the best day ever would be that after I would have like all my my girly time that I would go have lunch with J-Lo.
Oh, my God.
That would be my best day ever. Just to sit and have lunch with Jennifer Lopez.
Oh
my God.
What
And
is
you-
wrong with you?
Kim, best, what do you do to treat yourself?
What do I do to treat myself? I like to be outdoors. Truthfully, anything outdoors. Like I love to go hiking. I
Yeah,
love to
you're
go
like
for a
an
run. I'm like,
outdoorsy
yeah.
girl.
If I could like go to like Arizona and spend a day hiking and going,
Kimmy
go
likes
home
to like kayak and stuff.
yeah.
She sleeps in trees. It's weird.
It's
Yeah.
called a Hennessy hammock.
Yeah, she's a very outdoorsy kind of girl.
I like to hike 10 miles, put my hammock between two trees, sleep, wake up, have some coffee on your little fire, and then go hike another 10.
Think about it.
Yeah.
She's an outdoorsy kind of girl. Not all of us are outdoorsy.
Wait, Melissa, her favorite thing to do is to squat in the woods, is what she's saying. So we're totally different. I would go do a self-care, me day, lunch with J-Lo. This girl's hanging from trees and peeing on the ground. So there's your two sisters.
Me and Kourtney Kardashian.
All right, guys. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining me today. I love to do a little family episode of just my mom and my sisters, plus, you know, Joe
Plus
Gorga
one.
over here.
Plus this guy.
Plus one.
How about the guy
Plus the first husband.
Hey everyone, this is Heather Dubrow, and do I have some exciting news for you? We are launching a variety of new episodes that are going to have amazing special guests, some of my close friends, and so much more. It's going to be really fun, and we're going to get to hear from fans, new friends, and get an inside look of my world. We're really excited for you to listen and join in for Heather Dubrow's World on Podcast One. Episodes drop on Thursdays and Fridays. Tune in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.